Can I drop quests? Not this one. I won't be able to drop this one, that's for sure.
Charles the
This is a main story quest. Okay. Let's let it sit for a second. Get all warmed up. Okay. Nicky Pug, thank you for the 100 cheer, my friend. Appreciate that. Dassa says, heard this quest was quite buggy. Good luck, sir. Oh, I haven't even gotten to the bugs yet. It won't stop crashing. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to the bugs yet. Yeah, yeah. We're working to the bugs right now. Mm-hmm. What's up, Fox? How you doing? Actually, waiting about 20 seconds or so after loading saves helps me a lot. We'll try that. Sure. I just won't touch anything for, you know, half a second or so. Oh, I've got some other games I can play. If this for I'm gonna give this a few more tries, but if this doesn't work, we've got other stuff we can play. We got that abandoned ship game. I'd love to check that out some more. Do 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 do. Barbie Dreamhouse time. Am I gonna play Vermintide 2? No plans right now. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. But I might. Never say never. Beowulf, get him. Get him.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
I'm gonna give it a second. Mr. Fancies of Pants, that's a bit much, bud. How you doing today, Julia? Okay.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter direct. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Follow me closely.
Okay.
Remember one word. Discipline. It's your job to work on the
No. Remember, one word, discipline. And he's gone. Ooh. Hey, buddy. No. Oh, God. Oh, God. What that? It's a boot. Who leaves a boot in a monastery?
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours.
Thanks.
Do you know the first thing the monastery taught you? To appreciate sleep.
What's down here?
We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
What's that? What's that? I'm taking it. Okay. Sorry.
Service. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library, where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the cicadas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say.
You're seriously not gonna put the stuff I need for a save in here? Oh my god, they didn't give us Belladonna. Oh, this game is a bag of dicks. Wow. Wow. I tell you, man. I tell you, this game just shoots itself in the foot so often. Alright, where are we going?
If you aren't interested, I'm not going to force you. I'll leave you to your own devices.
Yeah, I don't know if we can just go pick
that's all.
flowers in the garden.
Today
We're gonna have to
you're still
try.
free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you
Just
need
to start to
anything,
go to bed.
ask any
Okay.
of the brothers. We'll be glad.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Will you tell me?
Let's
There's
speed
not
through
much.
this real
It's
quick.
peaceful.
So you chose.
It may.
I'd like to ask. Who's in?
Truth.
I see. Are there?
Yes.
Tell me some. Tell me something.
Work.
What are the roles?
Someone. But it's. They can.
Okay.
Who would you choose?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night.
Oh, okay. Well. Kind of intense, but alright. Okay, let's go see if there's any Belladonna out here. I don't even know what it looks like.
Things will get better after you have it.
I assume it's like a white flower? I don't see any here. Unless that's it? No, it's eyebright. Chamomile. Yeah, I don't think there's any here. Damn. But I guess if we go to bed, that should save it, right?
Someone really reeked in that house. You're right. Not the first time. It's a mystery.
Oh,
One that'll be soon.
this way? No, it was down one of these halls.
Then he'd soon get.
Here. I think it was here. Yeah. Okay. So, at this point, I think we just need to save it. So we should probably do that. And then we can actually start messing around in here. So we got to get up by 3 a.m. Let's just sleep for like an hour and see if that saves it. Hopefully it counts as owning the bed. Belladonna should look like blueberries. Okay, there is Belladonna in the last garden on the outer edge. Thank you. I'll go take a look. Great. Okay. So worst case, at least we have like an area we can just come back and save in. So we can try some stuff now. We can mess around a little bit. Like here. Now we got ourselves a dagger. We're gonna have to go and make ourselves some potions. Evil morals in Bohemia? Wonder what that is. And Saint Adalbert. We'll have to look at those. Maybe those give us a hint. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Bedtime. Yeah, have a good sleep. Good night. Antonius. I'm sleeping right here next to the fire. Damn it. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Rude.
What do you desire, Brother Greg?
I found a dagger in your stash.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all. Do you often go through other people's belongings?
Well then, I have a question for you. I think you know what it is. What does a monk need a dagger for?
That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. Father kept it there to protect himself from thieves. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much. I asked Father if he'd give it to me when I was older.
I think he's
He
lying.
always said yes, but only after he was dead.
Go on.
please.
Now Father's dead and I'm here. That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world. I know it's not suitable for a monk, but I can't part with it. Now you can give
I
it
don't
back
believe
to
you.
me. Thou shalt not steal.
I'd rather keep it. It might come in handy.
But you can't. It's not yours. So you're nothing but a common thief. I hope your conscience will get the better of you one day and you'll return it.
Here's your dagger.
Thank you, brother. You don't know what this means to me. It's the only thing I have to remember him by.
I think I'm going to reload it anyway. So let's just ask him this.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Solarius. They say he used to be a thief. I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That is a weird response to that.
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
All the other brethren have
Aside
been
from
here
me, there are
longer.
only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
Didn't they say specifically the guy we're looking for is the newest
Yeah.
one?
And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy
We haven't
worm.
talked to Yodok yet, though.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok.
Now I think he's
He's
leading
a
me on.
treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's
Okay.
good books.
Okay.
The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Yeah. I don't think it was him.
I don't think it was him. But please, don't tell a soul what we've been talking about.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
I'd like to ask you...
Now, interestingly enough, I can't confront
all.
him about being pious.
Ah, Gregor.
The other guy, I told him about pious, and then I could tell him, I think you're pious. I can't do that here. Maybe I have to follow this line. Maybe I have to follow this line. He isn't a novice? Yeah, he is. Novice Antonius. That's his freaking name is Novice. Hallam Jow, awesome. Take the torches. Oh, thank you, Nuriel. And I will go ahead and do just that right now. There we go. Boop. Thanks, Nuri. Have I done the Herb Woman quest? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Also, side note, lol. Why were you down
What
here?
is it, brother?
What were you doing down here? Why would you be down here? Oh, it's like a jail cell. Ugh.
We'll have to take that Yonan to task about where he got this one. Tell him next time he'd better get more offers.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You won't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
I'll join.
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad.
Oh my lord, look at this place. Uh-oh. Sit.
Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When their wine runs out, Yuruk will fetch more.
Brother? Stealing is a sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly as a monk. Even if I wanted to forgive you, I couldn't. Thou shalt not steal.
I've had enough of this. You'll never put me in seclusion.
You dare resist punishment? Let me remind you, brother, you will suffer the consequences of your deeds.
Yes, brother. I'm resisting punishment. I've had it up to my neck with you, your monastery, and your bullshit.
You failed to complete your trial period as a novice.
Okay. That's the guy who punishes you when you should be in places? Okay. Cool.
Now what would a monk need that for?
Okay, we got the dagger. Let's go see if we can go right down to the drinking thing.
In a wish to pray?
Slow down, brother.
I want to see if we can do this right, because we're currently not shirking our duties or whatever it's called. So, oh, are they not down here? Oh, they aren't down here. Oh. Okay, okay. So that's a way out. Good to know.
Said the new cask is ready, but he was as nervous.
Yoink.
You've seen us drinking here.
I will join in.
Right.
That's more like it.
Sit down and have a drink. Okay, so I'm going to sit down immediately.
Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yodok will fetch more.
Okay.
Salve Domine.
Ah, down the hatch. Every gulp a treat, isn't that the truth?
No wonder. With our throats going dry all day.
Next time we'll get the Yodok to bring some Rhine wine. I'm losing my taste for this one.
Why doesn't Yodok drink with us anyway?
He's young, and he wants to look good in front of the others. And he doesn't trust us to keep him safe from harm if he got too drunk to make it to prayer.
You mean like your good self last Christmas Day? The way you drowned out the prior's voice by snoring through the Agnus Dei?
Don't remind me.
If these guys get drunk enough and pass out, we could totally pickpocket them. I wonder if we're waiting for that other guy. I guess something to this. I should question him about it. Okay, can I talk to them maybe?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking?
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
Why not? I've had enough opprobria and obedientia for one day.
That's what we like to hear.
Let's drink.
That's the idea. And what should we drink to?
How about to the abbot?
To the abbot it is. But wait a minute, lad. Which one?
To Nevlas.
To Neverless? To the abbot he's never been and never shall be? No, lad. A toast to our future abbot, John!
Interesting. Okay, okay.
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make use of him when there are errands to run.
Where'd you get the wine from? I thought the monastery cellars were guarded.
So they are, but this wine isn't from the monastery. Listen, lad, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty, and we need a new one. We're a bit old for such exertions. But you, on the other hand...
Sure.
I'll help you. What do I need to do?
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Yodok arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing in the morning, and by tomorrow night the cask can be on the table.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Sounds good.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you
I'll
won't
do some
see
drinking
him.
too.
He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him with many more years of life.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot. On the other, those who support Nevlas, and they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Tell me about John.
John is the Circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
Okay, so what does Nevlis have over
I'd like
him?
to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why is he win so
Why does it
important?
matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers
Oh, that's
feel they
John
have to
across the
work
table?
more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. They can already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is proud.
Tell me something about life here.
Prayer, work, obedience. That just about sums it up.
He says as he drinks.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world beyond the monastery walls is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue and the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the ages.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
It was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time, but then the order was restored and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals, in a language foreign to God. They were driven away and their books burned.
That's funny.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
Isn't that him? That's him. Yeah.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hardworking and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Can you leave the monastery?
Well, where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight so no one can get in or out.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
What kind of question is that? John, of course. Levis isn't the kind of candidate you can take seriously.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
Who'd tear up a book like that? Brother Librarian might know.
Let's play!
Just the man we've been waiting for. My friend, so, let's play.